Hello, this is Danny Raymond, the voice behind Ray's Guide. I seem to be doing a video like this about once every 2 years.
For our
The
grandchildren.
last one was titled, Is Star Citizen a Scam? Yeah, I know, clickbait title, but it was the first video to get substantial traction, perhaps as a result. It was the impetus to take the step of seriously trying to build this channel. And I wanted to say up front that my feeling...
Listen, I will listen to you in a second, Ray. And Ray, listen to me. I understand. He's like my internet father of sorts. Like, I have to listen to Ray. I don't know what it is. I think it's the voice or the tonality. I'm not quite sure. But interesting flex. I'm just like the flex, like the flex. He's flexing right now. Now let's listen.
Feelings about the persistent universe, that is the subject of this video,
I see you, bro.
that they are exactly the opposite of my feelings about Squadron 42, even though both sets of feelings have the same source behind them. I'll clarify that in a moment. And I want to say that I fully understand that the difficulties of playing in the 3.18 branch and how somebody whose experience is almost entirely with the last few months would find it challenging to share my perspective.
Yes.
In fact, my original title for this video was How Not to Despair About Star Citizen. But recalling Nooblefire's video titled A Game That Our Kids Can Enjoy, I decided to soften my title. But isn't that actually doubling up the pessimism from Nooblefire's video? Well, no, because you see, I already have 2 grandchildren. And although they are too young right now, I sincerely hope to play with them. After all, I've got to fill up these turrets somehow, but I just don't feel that I will be playing Star Citizen in the future. I'm playing it now. And
Oh, Ray.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Ray, what are you doing, dude? Like what he's doing. I like where he's going with this.
I have been playing it for years, and this is the important thing. I've been having fun with it. Even with the gut punches that 3.18 has delivered. And that was the slogan of that video from nearly 2 years ago. I'm having fun already.
Yep.
Which is why my feelings about Squadron 42 are exactly the opposite. I'm having no fun with it, and have no idea when I will. But am I actually having fun with the mess that was and still sort of is 3.18.x? Yes, because just like grandchildren, the biggest part of the fun of being with them is watching them grow. And right now, 3.18...
He's dropping some bombs right now, man. He is dropping some serious truth bombs. This is why I love him, man. You can tell. He's got the wisdom. He's got the years. He's got the experience. He's a professional. He's a professional. Listen, I don't always agree with Ray. I don't. I'd say a good 30, 40% of the time I'm kind of like, But damn if he doesn't drop some bombs. You know? Thank you. Thank you. What's up? Irritated. Considerably.
Definitely feels like the sullen and uncommunicative preteen that screams, I hate you at everybody. But you enjoy being with them anyhow. At least I hope to when they reach that age. Fortunately,
He's
they
like a
haven't
Morgan
yet.
Freeman of sorts.
And also, perhaps my professional training and history bears on this. Architects build things that they hope will last, perhaps well beyond themselves. Let me give an example. The Basilica of the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, Spain. When I first encountered images of this building in History of Architecture class in college, it had already been under construction for almost a century.
Dude, he's my dad. He's my dad. My dad always watched the History Channel. My dad was all into like the military channel. My dad would talk to me this way. Dude, this is my internet father. I'm being taught things right now. You understand? Are you being taught things? Put a 1 right now in the chat if you are being taught things right now. God damn it.
Architect had died about 50 years earlier when their bicycle was hit by a street trolley, and most of the drawings and models had been destroyed during the Spanish Civil War. And pretty much all that there was to see of it was the towers of the 2 facades. But they were magnificent. And those of us students who hadn't heard of it before were astounded. When I first saw it in person many years later, I was astounded again at how much it had progressed from the slides I saw in college. Steady.
I just read Coop's comment. Thank you, Oz. Oz, thank you. My super mod. So nice of him. That's why I give him the green tickle feather sword. That's why he gets the perks.
The progress was being made in significant part funded by providing preview tours to backers. Maybe you could call that early access, and it was still just as magnificent. And now, while researching this script, I learned that the Basilica di Sagrada Familia is going to be declared finished and dedicated in 2026, a full century after the death of Antonio Gaudí, and very likely attended by his great-great-grandchildren and the great-great-grandchildren of the original donors. Now, I guess anytime over the last century and a half, they could have said, "Oh man, this is taking too long.
Is this where?
Let's just decide what."
Listen. I feel, is that where Santa Claus lives? Is that no? I'm not a dumb American. Stop it, Pepe. This is Santa Claus's place, right? No? Quit making fun of me,
Let's just
Pepe.
decide what a minimally viable church needs, slap some temporary plasterboard over the rest, call it finished, and then raise funds for an improvement project to do all this pie-in-the-sky stuff. And that would have been the end of it. Not because it wouldn't be finished, but it wouldn't be magnificent. And being magnificent was the whole point.
Oof.
Barcelona already has plenty of minimally viable churches. It even has a grand Gothic cathedral. Definitely worth a visit. Like other major European cities.
They were raving back in the day. They knew how to throw a rave before LED lighting was a thing. Look at them. God bless them. God bless them. This is the origin of LED lighting. I mean, we all know it. We all know it. Those of us in the lighting field. This is how it started. This is how the rave started. It was a lot of chanting. A lot of people, you know, they raved a little bit different back in the day. It's a bit different of a vibe, Pepe. Yeah. No. It was a little bit more quiet. You know, it was like a quiet rave. I know, it's not like your jam. It's not like your parties. I know, dude.
Already evident when it was just a few secondary towers was to be magnificent.
Oh, cool. Welcome,
and it
Pagan.
already was magnificent.
Glad to have you here, dude.
Magnificence deserves patience. And Star Citizen, clearly still incomplete, clearly still flawed, has its times of magnificence.
They're going to give Ray shit for comparing Star Citizen to this most beautiful place. Morphologist is going to, like, jump on this one. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not being bad. I'm not.
I experienced one just yesterday in Evocati 3.19, although, of course, NDA won't let me say anything about it. But the recent Inside Star Citizen will give you a little clue. Chris Roberts wasn't pitching yet another space game. He was pitching a magnificent space game.
Okay.
The world has plenty of other space games,
really,
minimally viable space games. This is about building one magnificent space game.
Seamless.
So come to watch the child grow.
Right.
Whether you think it is currently in its terrible twos or it's...
No, it's in the... I feel like it's embryo. We haven't even started yet.
Bring it
What's
down.
up, Jilted? Thank you, buddy.
What are you doing?
I appreciate you and your support. By the way, thank you, everybody, for supporting me tonight live and those on YouTube watching the highlights. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.
Troubled teens, that can be your judgment. Come to experience the Basilica, rising tower by tower, wall by wall,
we're going to focus on this tomorrow's
window by
show.
window. And have fun.
319 is going to be in focus tomorrow. I want to look forward.
It's supposed to be fun, even when it isn't great or complete. Have fun already.
Fun.
Which brings me around to that slogan from that early video.
Somebody needs to tell the Med Runners that. No, sorry. I love the Med Runners. Sorry. I'm filled with good ones tonight. Thank you, Oz. But I'm just joking. They got to get thicker skins over there. Too soon? Too soon. Damn it. Okay, yeah.
Video of mine. You may have noticed that I've been labeling the people who have been...
I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, by the way. I guess the creator of the video watched my highlight of the Med Runners, and he had an issue with it, so we will be talking about that tomorrow. You know, these internet things, they're so serious. That's too dark? Is that too dark? No? Okay, sorry. I I can't express my opinions, I guess. Where am I living?
Been channel members for over 15 months in total, not necessarily contiguously, the Blue Shirt Club. And you may have thought that was a reference
What's up,
to the science
Stunner?
officers in Starfleet or to the protagonist of the movie's Free Guy. And yes, it was, but it is also, yes, an actual shirt. I hope to have all the details figured out and the shirts free in members' hands before
That's
CitizenCon.
cool. Okay.
So that if
all
you
right, all right. He's selling some merch. You know, fun is number one. That's what I always say. And unfortunately, Christy says I'm not in the bedroom. So that was a dad joke. That would have been the wrong place to be. Well, maybe it's weird. Okay. All right. Let's go.